Firstly, how are you going?
I'm good. We've had a really busy month leading up to where we've finally landed, and I'm really excited for what lies around the corner for the boxing scene here in Australia.
And you mentioned there briefly, what is the latest with Tim's next fight?
As we saw before, great news for Tim Tszyu. The IBF mandated him to fight Bakhram Murtazaliev. Really excited for us because we've been looking at that fight for quite some time, and I think it's a title that will really suit Tim. I'm very confident Tim gets a win in that fight. We've been lucky enough to have Matt overseas for the last week and a half, really putting in the hard yards there and getting to a point where he's locked away some really good news for us to be able to share very soon. I won't share it today. I'll wait till we've got a few more people to share it with, because I think whenever you've got Tim Tszyu news, you need to have a lot of people there to share it with them, because it's not only something that's exciting for us, it's something that's exciting for everyone. So really looking forward to what we're going to share about Tim Tszyu very soon.
And obviously, Matty caught up with Tim over in the States. Did you speak about his sparring? How is he looking in that front?
Both looking great. Nikita was there as well. They're all in a really good headspace. They're all in a really good zone. I think Tim's excited at the moment. The fact that Nikita's there sparring at the level that he is too. It's the first time that Nikita's really been in his sparring camp over in Las Vegas to the depth at what Tim goes. So he's excited about that. We're excited about it too, because Tim actually mentioned in a recent interview that he thinks Nikita's leveled up from this sparring, and I've already rated Nikita as one of our great entertaining fighters here in Australia. But if he's leveling up from where he's at, then it's exciting for us, and it's exciting for the following matchups that are going to come on off the back of this when he gets a win over Mazzudia.
Nikita's been in the States.
Yep.
Learning off Tim in that environment. How much better do you think is going to come out of that when he comes back to fight Colin on August 28th?
We saw how much Tim grew when he took his camps to Vegas. He went from a great fighter to that absolute elite level where he's world title caliber, and he's gone on to win the world title off the back of that. The fact that Nikita's now doing that, he's leveling up as well. He's always been a really entertaining fighter here in Australia, and one of the things that, it's a blessing and a curse. He likes to get in a firefight. He's a gunslinger. He loves to make it exciting for the fans, but that's something that also puts him at risk every time he has a fight. And I think if he's leveling up there against the level of opponents that he's against, I think we'll see his strategy and his skill level improve even more so in the fight.
And Matt was at the fights over the weekend. Obviously, Ortiz, a name mentioned before for Tim Tszyu. What did you make of that matchup with Sergey Bohacek?
I thought it was a great fight. I really enjoyed the Ortiz-Bohacek fight. I think very well matched, very, very close fight. I thought, if it went the other way, I would not have been shocked. I thought that they were both very active, very tough. They can take a punch. Both of them can absolutely take a punch, and they can throw a punch. Heavy hands. I think it's exciting. I know there was talk about Ortiz coming up in weight to, how he'd go with extra power. We know he's got power, but he showed that he can really carry it at this weight. I think he's an exciting fight for Tim Tszyu in the future, and I can't wait till we do eventually do that one.
And obviously there also was some news surrounding Alalshikh. He did mention that he wouldn't be working with Tim Tszyu in the future. How do you react to it?
Look, I understand completely. He's pushing Terence Crawford's case. Terence is his Riyadh season ambassador, and he wants what's best for Terence Crawford. And right now we're going to fight for an IBF world title, and Terence Crawford doesn't own that. That belongs to Bakhram Murtazaliev. So we'll be fighting Bakhram, and we'll be winning that world title. And then we've got another piece of jewelry for Tim, and we'll be looking at what the next opportunities are for him. And Terence Crawford's now got belts, so he's a guy that we'd love to talk to in the future. But right now, we're focused on Bakhram, and we're getting that fight done. We want to win that belt. And, Terence Crawford is also focused on what opportunities lie for him in this division. He'll never be a king of the division if he doesn't fight Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is the king of the division.
And following the weekend, Tim Tszyu was rated 5th within the ranking magazine. Now he drops to 6th. Ortiz goes above him. What do you think of that?
Look, their ratings, they change like the weather. So as soon as Tim Tszyu wins this IBF World title, everything will change all over again. So I've got no worries about that, no concerns at all. As soon as Tim's back in action, and then not only will he win that one, he'll move on straight on to his next fight, and he'll get another win, and he'll keep winning, and he'll keep knocking everyone off till he sits at the top of that table, and his respect will be earned in time, and he'll sit at the top of that list.
And Brandon Grach dropped some unfortunate news yesterday that he is out of his August 28th matchup against Jackson Murray. Do you have any words on that?
Yeah, Brandon Grach, really exciting fighter. Very disappointed that he won't be fighting on August 28th. That was a matchup that I was really excited for. I do like White Chocolate. I think he brings great energy to the fight game. I like Brandon Grach. I think he's a very exciting heavyweight. Both rising heavyweights in the country, and I think that's still a fight that has to happen in the future. But very disappointed for both of them, and I hope that Brandon's recovery comes along nice and speedy, and we get to see him back in the ring again soon.